Aye, laddie. So you're saying one of the hosts of this show is Scottish, are you now? Well, I'll try to listen as soon as I can. I'm sure it'll be great.
It is not enough to know that the world has ended. For there is more to the story. And soon, it begins. Chaos drove us from the cities. Fear kept us away. Long after the bombs had fallen, after plagues and famine had run their course, we few that remain live in fear and without hope. But this is a new place, a new time. Lost.
On my bike, cycling over to Fairways to start a run. I will be finishing the run with a shop and then a ride back home. I just spoke to Derek on the phone. I'm just riding past his house now. Yeah, so busy with the old internets. I'm listening to Steve. I just heard from Derek. He put out a show yesterday of his run to Tim Hortons in the dark, or in the cold anyway, the evening. He complains when it gets too hot, so I'm trying to encourage him to run by himself in the evening, but unfortunately he hasn't thought too much about the wind noise, like I haven't thought too much about that bell on my bike that jingles all the time when I go over small bumps, especially if you're running towards them, which is the safer way to run on the road towards the danger and not with the danger close to your offside shoulder. Yep, I think that's the problem. Once you join... Can I go ahead of you? Thank you. Yeah, I just bumped into a woman who was walking on a single track footpath that I asked her if I could get in ahead of her. Otherwise this whole section would have been following her. And over the bump. Yep, ambient sound is quite wonderful at times. The difference between a sound and a noise. Okay. I will just walk across to the other side and then I can start running. My girl has just told me that my workout has resumed, which is not exactly true, but it won't make very much difference to the stats. So, check out Jackal Cub on Spreaker. He put out a show. Steve has a show. I suspect that Jim will have a show today because I noticed from his Daily Mile page that he ran, I think it was 6 miles today. Alright, I'm on Garnet. This is where hopefully it won't be a complete repeat of my commentary. I think that's pretty much impossible. I don't think I could remember everything that I said on Sunday and repeat it today. It's almost certain to be different by definition. It really has to be different, even though the route will be identical. Remember to run a little slower to accommodate for my breathing and the heat. I think in real time recording, this is probably up to about the 15-minute mark. Excuse me for not speaking, but this is quite a steep uphill. And in the back of my mind, I am trying to keep the autopause lady off my case by keeping moving at least this fast. Okay, so I'm now on Shorecliff. I wonder who I will talk to today. Such a beautiful little neighborhood on the other side of Mackenzie Avenue. It's a little hill with a lot of old housing, small houses on large lots. But not the biggest of lots. These were all subdivided when they cleared out the forest. They probably took out all the Douglas fir and just left the oak. Okay, so this is the Wend intersection. Backs onto a large boulder. Probably quite a stable place to live, seeing as we're on a fault line. The Juan de Fuca plate is one of those tectonic slabs, part of the San Andreas plate, I believe. I think there's a crack between the San Andreas plate and the Juan de Fuca plate. I could be wrong. But you didn't come to my show to to learn about block tectonics. Today I'm going to run past King's Pond first, and then I will do a complete loop of the golf course and head back this way to get my bike. So it looks like my podcasting habit has settled to a more manageable 2.5 episodes a week that will remain on my site. The half episodes tend to get deleted after a day or so. Not saying you have to listen to them, but they will be on YouTube if they come down off Spreaker. The quality is slightly lower on YouTube. Okay, I was happy with the video that I put out on Monday. That was well received. I was using my camera for my audio and video recording, having almost eliminated extraneous wind noise. I decided to risk life and limb and run between the cars at the crossroad. There was a big enough gap. I was just worried that somebody would lean on their horn. But no, I think everybody could see that I was determined to get across safely without delaying their progress. Yeah, I've had one bicycle accident. Well, two. One was when I put a fixed wheel on the back of my road bike, and I had it in one of those huge cranking gears where you pedal slow and the back wheel spins. But I forgot that it was a fixed cog, which meant that when I wanted to stop pedaling, I couldn't, and I got thrown over the handlebars by my own inertia from the pedals. So I flipped that wheel around pretty sharpish when I recovered from the road rash. I can still remember what the wound on my forearm and forehead looked like. So that was operator error. Second major two-wheel accident that I was in was on my scooter, and that was once again stupidity on my part. I'm just about to run past a large group of youths They all look as if they have some special needs. Hello. Jogger coming through. Hi. Hello. You gonna walk all the way around?
No.
No? Thank you. Two groups. The faster group, these are all in their 20s and 30s. There's about 8 of them. Hello.
Hello.
Runner coming through. Hi. They're looking at the ducks at King's Pond. I don't think they're going all the way around. At least that's what the other guy said. But they probably have walked here from wherever they start their day. A large group like that would have to have arrived by handy dart or parent drop-off. It's one thing we tend to forget about parenting. Hi. Most of us can expect to be empty nesters by the time our kids get into their late 20s, let's say. But with mentally and physically challenged children, that is not the case. They quite often spend their entire lives living either at home or in sheltered group homes. Alright, so this is part of the James Heights climb. If this recording turns out half decent, I will probably edit out a chunk of my bike ride and possibly a chunk of audio in this section. If I pop in to the rec center for water, I can edit that section out. Hi.
Hello.
Hi-lo. 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 It's off to work we go. And up again. So far, if you've been keeping track, after crossing Cedar Hill Road, I have barely stopped. And my runkeeper lady is still only waking up on the kilometers and not on the perceived pauses. There was a detectable click, click, click on one of my recordings. And I think it was the hard ends of my laces that were hitting the asphalt, because I noticed that when I hit the dirt or the chip, the tick, tick, ticking stopped. James Heights. I will take a picture of this sign Just so you know that I'm not making this up. Now she pauses, which is good. This is why I put it on, so I can do things like this. Please give me space to do this. Yes, I have space. And I got it. I think that was the only little bit of data space that I had left after carrying Steve's submission. Hello.
Hello.
So the workout is resumed. And now I go down, 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 down. Hello. Past the first of the water traps. King's Pond is off the golf course. It's not part of the course, whereas this little pond is. But it looks like it's been abandoned by all animals and birds. It's kind of a little murky. Hello. I think there must be an algae bloom going on there. Hi. I'm kind of happier to see that than to see a pristine blue pond that's full of colouring and toxic chemicals to keep the algae at bay. Hi. I don't approve of killing off a pond just for appearance's sake. They tend to do that in places where water is at a premium, so they show off the decorative fountains and pools to show how wealthy they are. The Arabs were the first people to do that. The Arabs had an expression, probably still do, I don't know it in Arabic, but the gist of it is that it's so sad to see a large estuary of water spilling out into the sea when they're so starved of water for crops. They became masters of water conservation in the times of the pyramids. And in Spain, they canalized a lot of the rivers so that they could use the water on the arable land. Before that, of course, there was the flooding, the annual or biannual flooding of the Nile Delta. I think that is what fueled the wealth of the Egyptian culture, was the Nile flooding and providing enough food for people to remain in the same place without having to be hunter-gatherers. Now this is the other water feature lower down. This one is still clear of algae, but it still has a healthy, clear appearance. I'm sure this one, it has water lilies as well. That's always a good sign. 6:33 I've been told, which is quite swift for this time of day. This tree was decorated with Christmas baubles in December. I noticed on Daily Mile, I think it was Daily Mile, somebody was already wishing that it was winter again. I guess if you live in a place where there are extremes of weather, you have no choice. It's either going to be too hot or too cold. Luckily, where I live, it's very mild. The heat is good, and the cold is not bad. Not good enough for the average skier, but the average skier has Whistler and Squamish and North Vancouver very close by. Just a boat ride away. I never learned to ski. So Finlayson Road. I can see the outdoor tennis building. It's like the size of an airplane hangar. I think it's got 4 or maybe 6 tennis courts inside. I'm going to take a slightly different route today so I can pull in to the rec center through the front door. Hello. Over the bridgey thing. Hi. Saw that woman just the other day. I will start walking in a minute as I approach the doors of the rec center. Hello. This is a good place. Hi. This is a good place for bikes. They have a stand with all the equipment you could possibly need. Finally, she pauses. yoga, everyday creativity for families, and ocean to sky. That's all interesting. That's all coming up this week. I won't run through the center corridors. I'm just availing myself of the cooler air. This is where I used to come to do my yoga class. I'll take a picture of this little section. Actually, I don't think I have any space left on my camera, on my phone. Alright, so I'm out the other side and just about to head uphill. Workout resumed. So this is quite a steep hill. Hello. There's a woman with a brand new baby. And there's a woman up ahead of me walking this hill. And I think there's a woman behind me drafting off my pace. Up, up, up. Hello. Yep, we made it. I was first, then the old lady, and then the younger woman. Yep, she's just passed the old lady. Okay. Now I'm pretty much on the flat. You can tell how that little bit of climbing took its toll on my aerobic bank of oxygen. I was slightly in debt, and I had to make up for it. That is basically what it's all about. If you can talk and run, then you are running aerobically. If you can't talk, then you're running anaerobically. So the trick is to get to that sweet spot in between. And that, may I suggest, would be your aerobic capacity, the comfort zone. A condition that, as a roofer, excuse me, the average ultramarathoner is more interested in maintaining the aerobic pace so that he can continue to run many hours. But the minute your effort level goes up, then your endurance comes down. The catalpa trees have started to develop their hanging pods. They look like beans, green beans, long red runners, but they're brown. And the tree is called the flowering catalpa. Very beautiful tree, very popular with municipalities because they grow very quickly. That guy was an older. Hi. Hi.
A good run?
Yeah, very nice. Thank you. The old guy was slowing down for the crosswalk, and instead of stopping, I'd already stopped. He continued driving slowly. I would have thought if he was slowing down, it would have been to let me cross. Anyway, that was another issue. Operator error, I would say, on his part. So many noises that we have to put up with. You only really become aware of them when you hit the red button and start recording. That is when the noise is a factor. This is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Soft chip, dappled shade, slight downhill, silence. Just me and the birds. Hello. Hi. I surprised him. He looked a little jumpy, Chinese chappy, coming out of the bushes. He might have been sleeping there, who knows? He didn't have a pack with him, but the bushes are quite dense. He could leave a pack and a bedroll quite safely ensconced in the bushes. Apparently in Victoria you can camp in any municipal park or green space as long as you up poles by 6 a.m. I think that's the rule. After that, they ticket you. So just finishing off the golf course loop, and I'll be back on the asphalt for a little while. Hello, runner behind you. Thank you. Hi. Saw that guy on the other side. Not exactly on the other side. I think I might be moving just a little quicker than him. Okay. Workout resumed. not quite. I press the button. And I got the man, the white man, and the beep. So tomorrow I am going to be running with Graham and possibly Derek. If he can get himself to my house at 8 o'clock tomorrow, he can run with us. But I am obliged to show up. I always keep my appointments with Graham. I want him to know that I am 100% reliable. He just spent the weekend up island in a resort with a spa. And he took his service animal, Adrian, and his wife, Chris. It's funny, they've got their names mixed up. Chris is a woman, and Adrian is a she-dog, not a man. I always think of Adrian as being a man's name, but the French are more likely to use Adrian, but they pronounce it Adrien. Anyway, I'm on Wend, heading for Shawcliffe, and then Garnet, and then, as you know, it's all over. Can hear the birds. So this is obviously a section that I could edit. Now, I'm only about 2 or 3 minutes from finishing. It's been a good run. I've enjoyed the breeze. Hopefully you haven't heard too much of it. I think we just about have to accept that whatever system we're using is working well enough without making too many rookie mistakes. We should be able to come up with a usable, shareable product. Okay, so as you can hear, I'm getting closer and closer to the main road. Still have a way to go, about 500 meters. Well, it looks as if I have done this run in record time. I think my run recorder is at 39 minutes. and my non-running time was probably at the most 5 minutes. So that's 43 plus the bike ride in. That should just be about a show, as they say. So I might not have too much editing to do at all. Maybe just splice the bike in. No, it's already there. That's right. I was using my wrist mic. I could have used my phone hanging around my neck in its little pouch, but that's how I roll when I use the phone for recording. Otherwise I could carry it in my hand, but I'm so paranoid of smashing it. It's not even mine yet. I'm paying another year of my rental agreement. So I saw this woman on Sunday with her walker. I saw her twice. And I now see a large group of kids coming back from their field trip. Hello.
Hello, how are you today?
Are you from this school?
We are, Cedar Hill, yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Where did you go?
We went to play tennis at Gordon Head Rec.
I saw you there.
Oh, right. Over there.
Lambrick at Lambrick, right?
Yes, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, have fun.
Quite a big group.
Yeah, well, 24.
24.
Yeah, take care.
Bye-bye. Yep, those are the kids that I saw playing tennis. Workout resume. I think I'll stop here. Stop my app and go shopping. So, the running jackal up to his old tricks again. Auto pause is not good enough, girl. I want it to be stopped. There, workout stopped. And saved. Now I have to concentrate on what I need to buy. So I'll say goodbye from here.